What up? What up? What up? What up, world? It's me. I'm back. This is the What It Is and What It Isn't podcast. I am me, Ron. Ron Inspires, Ronald, Mr. Wilson, whatever the hell you want to call me. Y'all don't know who the fuck I am. But I'm starting the podcast a little late this week. Kind of under the weather, not extremely sick or anything, but, you know, having I guess you would call it a head cold per se. Dealing with some other issues that, you know, is my business. But I'm here and we got to talk. We got to have a conversation this week. And the topic of the conversation is choice. And the reason why I bring this up is because people these days, or people in general, from the beginning of time to now, really feel like certain times and certain situations they're put in a way where they don't have a choice. You always have a choice. Now, the choice may not be to your liking. It may hurt. It may be painful, physically, mentally, however you look at it. It may not be in your great favor. But living in a situation or under certain circumstances may be living in hell if you decide to go along with that and go on with that. So let's get into the shits. Kanye West, he been on interviews going ape shit, talking shit. Everybody hates him. Everybody's killing him. Get him the fuck out of here. He's not black. What happened to the old Kanye? Blah, 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 blah. He's made some statements. First, he's wearing a Make America Great Again hat. Totally don't agree with it. Think it's some clown shit. You shouldn't, you know, I don't champion that type of shit. And I would never wear it. First of all, the hat ugly. Second of all, I don't fuck with Donald Trump. Now, I don't like Donald Trump because he's dumb. And our dumbness is a reflection of him. So we voted him in. He is everything that America is today. A big fucking clown. A bunch of dumb fucking people who think they know everything and don't know shit, but use money and power as their tool to drive everything in life. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm very positive, and I always want to be positive, and I always want to give positivity. But I'm going to call a spade, and it's something that's always bothered me, just the mental state of people and respecting other people and listening and feeling and just opening your mind. You know, Kanye's using the free thinker thing. I don't agree with anything with Trump either, but I do like the fact that this man manipulated the system, did whatever it was that he wanted, ran under his own way, was dumb as a box of rocks as far as his speech and how he talks to people, his delivery. He does it in very layman terms. People relate it. People liked it. They got him in there. He was not supposed to be the president of the United States. He was already rich. He was going to be rich whether he became president or not. But for him to do it and say, hey, I did that, and there's nothing you could say or do or take that away from me, I got to respect that. Especially, and he's a reality TV star that became president of the United States. If that's not a reflection of this fucking society, country, and world, I don't know what is. Y'all make him the leader of the free world, then be mad at him? This your fault. You can't be mad at him. Be mad at your damn self. Even if you voted against them, didn't vote, voted for him, however you feel about it, it's your fault. You watch reality TV. You champion all that social media shit. Ignorance is great. Sex, money, murder, and drugs is the foundation of this fucking country. And you guys are still championing it. Positivity, great things, intelligent people are always the last ones to be anything in this fucking country. It's just that simple. Nowadays, see, in the 40s, 50s, 1900s, those people were a champion. They were great. Oh, he's smart. He's great. He's intelligent. He speaks well. He's knowledgeable. He has a great ear for just life and understanding others and embracing all cultures. Those people were champion. Now you do that, you corny. You doing too much. Nobody can be that positive. Where's the bullshit? Y'all rather see people dancing, working out, half naked, shooting and killing somebody before you listen to someone that's positive and that's trying to help other people. Not saying that they have the answers, but just trying to get you to think outside of the box so that you can grow and give your full potential to life and to others, because that's the end result. You got to give something to someone else, genuinely. So Kanye champions the Make America Great Again hat. Somebody says, and then Kanye uses the reference of, that's the same way we took nigga and used nigga and flipped it. And everybody said, no, that's the exact same thing. Nigga was a word to make us feel less than, beneath white America. It was calling us ignorant, dumb, buffoons, everything. All that was built in that word. And we took it and said, all right, we cool with this. His Make America Great hat again, I wouldn't wear it for shit. But Kanye is trying to do that. Is it successful? No, it won't be. I don't think he should have did that. There were other words he could have flipped around on that and made it look a lot better, but he shouldn't have did it that way. But I understand what he's saying. Then he made the statement of saying 400 years of slavery was a choice. Black people went apeshit. How dare you say that's a choice? This is whatever. Slavery was terrible. It's the worst thing you could have did to black people. Now, one thing we need to get clear. Black people put us on those ships to get us here, right? They were in cahoots with white Europeans. They eventually paid them, gave them some land or did whatever. They helped get us on the boats and got us here. What Kanye is saying is, why not die before being enslaved? That's where the choice comes in. See, blacks say we were forced. You can't be physically forced to do anything if you don't want to do it. I would rather give all my energy to fighting against something before I let you force me do any fucking thing. It's just that simple. So on the boat, I know a lot of people died on the boats coming in. A lot of people jumped off. A lot of people were killed. I know that. We understand that. But in my opinion, nobody should have got off the boat. There should have been nothing but bodies coming off that boat. We either should have walked off carrying their bodies, or white people should have walked off carrying our bodies, because we were not coming to this fucking country without a full fight. I'm talking women, kids, men. There should have been no men alive getting off that boat. Period. All men should have died on all boats coming to America, fighting for their family, fighting for their rights, fighting for their freedom, fighting for everything that they have within themselves, not to let another human being control them. They should have died on that boat or before they got to the boat. So then when we get here, we're forced. We're still forced. They got chains and whips and guns and knives. Kill me. Kill me before I work for you for pennies, do nothing about it, walk in this little house, walk around, get my ass whooped at the sight of me not doing something right, and honor it, or walk around and watch it. You know how many people watched other people be beaten and nobody rebelled? We understand there were rebellions. We're not saying that, but there should have been a mass rebellion. There should have been a rebellion of all, especially the men. I know women is a different ball game. Not all women are going that route. They think about their kids, they think about themselves, and they're not macho and tough. But no man should have been on that boat or any plantation field willingly. Well, not willingly, but without either almost dying or dying. No, you're not taking me, or you're not getting. You shouldn't have not been working on. He riding around on a horse with a gun or whatever. I'm attacking him, dude. You gotta die. You either gotta die or I'm gonna hurt you so bad and we finna take over. That's what he was saying. That's where the choice comes in. You either die or be a slave. What you gonna choose? I'm dying. You gotta kill me. I'm fighting. I don't care how well you, whatever it is you do, you gotta release me sometimes. Even if you got me shackled, you let me go 1 ounce of a second, I am going at you. You're going to have to stab, shoot, kill, or do something. I got too much integrity, too much pride, too much. I can't let another man control me. That's just for the men of slavery. That should not have been slavery for that long. I agree with Kanye on that. He may not have worded it correctly, but that's what he meant. It was a choice. That's not a choice. And then everybody's making these memes. Oh, yeah, I choose slavery. You stupid motherfuckers. That's not what he meant. What he's saying is, if you sit somewhere and let somebody slap you in the fucking face all that time and you don't move, whose fault is it? If you walk in the middle of the street and there's a car coming at 100 miles per hour and you look at the car and don't move, whose fault is it? It's just as much as your fault as it is theirs. You make the choice to stand there and get slapped or get hit by a car. When you are out of those shackles or have a way to move around and do anything, everybody, there should have been a mass. There shouldn't have been any slaves. I'd rather not be here knowing that my ancestors did any and everything that they possibly could not to be enslaved by any man, white man, Asian man, or African man, before they walked around in shackles and chains. I am not ashamed of them. I understand slavery was terrible. I understand those people went through grave things. I understand how tough that was. And people today probably couldn't even think of enduring something like that. But I'd rather die. Everybody's so afraid of death. We all owe death. Yeah, we all owe a death. We are going to die. That's inevitable. Nobody lives forever. So you rather live in misery than... You rather live like a coward than die like a man. I can't do it. And that's all he was speaking to. And if you don't understand him and you don't understand me, I don't give a fuck. I'm not re-explaining shit. That's what it is and that's what it isn't. Fight. Where's the fight in the people? Period. Right now. And that's one of the biggest things. There was so much divide in it. Some people loved it. They loved being taken care of. They loved being on the plantation or living in a house and, security. They was afraid to go out there and do shit on their own and make it on their own. They want to be fucking spoon-fed, so they sat there and went through it and raised their children in it and their grandchildren in it and their great-great-grandchildren in it. And let him rape them or take their kids and sell them off because you didn't fight. All you could do was scream and cry. Where's the fucking fight? Die. I would die before I let my child be taken out of my arms and sold. You got to kill me, master. I can't do that. No, they cried and watched. Or you got to beat me to a pulp where I can't move or walk. That should have gone for everybody, not just a few, not just Nat Turner, not just Harriet Tubman. That should have been millions of Harriet Tubmans, thousands of Nat Turners, and so on and so forth. That should not have been 1 or 2, 3 to 10, 10 to 20 people that we could recognize who started. And why did we need somebody to lead us in a rebellion? Why didn't all of us click in and say, this is fucked up and we out? We're going to kill everybody here on these plantations and take over this land and live the way we want to. But Y'all don't understand Kanye? Probably not gonna understand me, and I personally don't give a fuck. On to the next one. Listening to a story this morning, and this is in regards to women. And the headline was, cheerleaders forced to pose topless for 2013 calendar. Redskins cheerleaders. That is the dumbest shit that I've ever heard in my life. Either you take the pictures willingly or you don't. Can't nobody force you to take pictures. Leave. Say, my integrity and my character will not let me do something like this. This is something that I do not want to do. I quit. I will either go work for another team or I'll find a new profession because this is not for me. Nobody wants to do that. No, it's too hard. That's work. I'll just pose nude and then make a case about it 5 years from now, 6 years from now. Yeah. 5 years later, I'll make a complaint and say they made me do that. They ain't make you do shit. You did that willingly. And if your dumb ass sat up there and took pictures for a fucking camera instead of saying, I can't do this, this is not what I want to do, you should have left. And then now that you realize that it was wrong, you got to take that L of realizing that it's wrong. Damn, I shouldn't have did that. Okay. Well, how can I champion other girls and talk to other girls? Let me get to these other cheerleaders. Hey, girls, y'all don't have to do that. You know, you can start your own cheerleading squad, team, whatever. Go coach. Go be a cheerleader for a lesser league. Go overseas. Go do anything but be a cheerleader here because they're not treating you right. But filing a complaint for something you willingly did, you did that. You had the choice to leave. You chose not to. I don't want to hear that manipulative or it was my career. Fuck that career. Fuck a career. Your career is more important than your character. They don't even pay cheerleaders a lot of money. Are you fucking serious? No sympathy for y'all that took those pictures. You deserved it. Whatever. I don't have sympathy for stupid shit. Come on, man. You stood there and let them take pictures of you nude when you didn't want to? Really? When all you had to do was say, I'm leaving? Even if they put a gun to your head, if your character and who you are means more to you than letting someone control you and tell you what to do, I'm dying. Kill me. Kill me. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous that people choose to do things. We look at Martin Luther King. We've only had a few people that were literally willing to die for the greater good of a culture, a race, a people, or anything. Only a few people. Why is that so? We had to watch Martin Luther King die, Malcolm X die. We had to watch these two great people die amongst other leaders instead of us all fighting. No. I watched a documentary on Dr. King. It's called King in the Wild or King in the Wilderness on HBO. And there was a man in Chicago, my city, my hometown, not my city, but where I'm from, where I lived, say, tell Dr. King to get the hell out of here. We don't need him here. A black man. Dr. King was fighting for equal housing and equality for African Americans and have that acknowledgement of the slums that they were living in and have them in better circumstances. This man told him to get the hell out of here. Are you serious? Yeah. We won't get any damn well because we ain't together. Period. And that will never happen. Black people will never all come together. No. I don't like nothing Kanye said or did, and he said it all in bad taste, and I knew he probably doing it for publicity for an album, but he has some points. Some people gonna agree with him, some not. But he claims the greater good of everything is love. I call all bullshit. I think it's all a publicity stunt. Let's get in the news. Let's get popping. Let's get our face going. A month later, I'll apologize for everything. Say I was going some meds. Say I was really losing it. I really wasn't in tune with things. I've educated myself. Make a great apology. Drop some great albums in that time frame of next month. And sell some more teas and everything and get moving. It's a setup. Everybody, I'm done with Kanye. He don't care. He's still rich. Somebody still gonna buy his music. Yeah. If he don't sell to the black people don't let me let y'all know something. Black people are not the reasons why other black people are celebrities and successful. No. Y'all not buying shit. We not buying shit. We not supporting black people. Get the fuck out of here. Let a black brand come out. Y'all fucked with Virgil Abloh, but he was going through Nike. Off-White, he put the shoes out. Then he put some clothes out. Then his affiliation with certain people is why y'all fuck with him. Y'all didn't fuck with him because he was Virgil Abloh. Certain people wore it, and then y'all was like, oh, that's hot. We doing it. But if he had nobody knowing him, nobody understood him, y'all have looked at them zip ties and stupid ass words and thought he was crazy. But because Kanye wore it and certain celebrities wore it, we got to do it. Y'all not supporting nobody. Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all support yourselves. And then y'all walk around and talk about all the struggle and strive. Yeah, they slaughtering us. They've been slaughtering us. Police have been killing black people. Y'all think that's going to change? No, probably not. The fucking numbers are rising. It's a fucked up situation. But a lot of what it is that we're going through, man, we got to make certain choices and certain decisions. Even with the being killed. A lot of that is just unjust. It's fucked up. They just walking up. You run or you do something, don't run. You make a wrong move, don't move. You just sit there. You get killed however it may happen. It's a fucked up situation. But we got to make certain choices. And sometimes we don't even have to. And you'll look at me and say, oh, man, he's supposed to fight back. A lot of them died for certain things that they believed in and wanted. They didn't want to be pulled over. They didn't want to be wrestled or anything like that. That's a tragedy. They didn't want to be moved. They stood for what they believed in and they died for it. Not most people can do that. Sad situation. I really wish that would stop. But we need more black police officers going into policing. Yeah. From our neighborhoods. From certain areas that can go in those areas and not be crooked and actually help the youth. And talk to them. Educate them. Don't go there just to fucking arrest them and beat their heads in. But we gotta make right choices. We gotta look at things for what they are, make sound fucking decisions, and stop blaming others for the fucking decisions that we make. Everything that we are in right now is our choice. I hate when people say I ain't got no choice. Yes, you do. Oh, I've been with my husband for years and, I don't have a choice on divorcing or whatever. Why not? Because of the kids. What? So you rather be miserable, have your kids get old to turn 18 or 20, leave, and you done lost 15 to 18 years of your life being around somebody you ain't like? For the kids, when they gonna leave your ass after a certain age anyway? Don't make sense to me. Leave. Make a choice. Make decisions. Stop pointing the fucking finger. White people brought us over here. They enslaved us. Why y'all didn't rebel? Everybody should have rebelled. I would rather not be here knowing that my ancestors did all they could not to be enslaved. I am not ashamed of them. I know what happened. I know how the mind is. And a lot of us just wouldn't have been thinking that. I probably wouldn't have been thinking that. Oh, man, I'm going to die before this. I don't know what I would have been thinking. I'm not from that time. I don't know. But I know back then they didn't know they had a choice. The choice was tough, though. It's either death or being enslaved for some of them. But you don't know unless you make the choice. It's time to make decisions and hold ourselves accountable and stop holding others accountable for fucked up things that we chose to do. Everything. Yeah. Rape is rape. Rape is rape. Killing, murder is murder. You get what I mean? A woman walking down the street and a guy jumps out and rapes her and puts a gun to her head and say, I'm going to kill you. I don't really think she had a greater choice. She could have fought. She probably did fight. Probably got beat the hell out of. But at least she gave her all in those circumstances. Fight. Got to put up a fight. You can't just lay down and take it. It's not worth it. I'd rather be disfigured, whatever it is that possibly goes on in certain circumstances, than just willingly give in to anything or anyone. I will never let another human being control me and my life and my decision making, because I have full control over my decision making. No other human being can control what I think, how I feel, and what I do. That's all I gotta say. I'm done with the rant. Everybody make better choices. Feel how you feel. Do what you do, but regardless on what you think, you got to make a choice. And if you choose to be in certain circumstances, that's your fault. That's no one else's fault. So think before you do things. You know, oh, I got to live with this. You too busy trying to make a story out of your fucking life instead of worrying about who you are and how you're going to have to deal with this for the rest of your life. You're too busy walking around here trying to get some fucking sympathy. Cut it out. Don't nobody give a fuck about you. I'm done with the rant. I just want people to make better decisions and not worry about the circumstances or the outcome of those. Understand who you are, what it is that you can deal with and what you cannot deal with, and go with that and understand that and do that. If I know I can't be raped by a man, or I know I can't be, I'm a fight. They're going to have to either kill me doing it, knock me out, or do whatever it is that they can to do it. And then in that sense, I gave my all. I did whatever it was that I could to figure out how to not be fucking have my manhood taken. And that's it. I'm not just going to give it anything to any motherfucking body. You want to take my life. You know, you want to walk up to me with this or do that. Certain things ain't worth it. You gotta look at certain situations and say, is this worth me dying for? No. But certain things are. Certain things are. And when those decisions happen, you got to make them. Most people will never choose death before their life and their legacy and what it is. Nobody wants to die. Everybody's so afraid of it, it's ridiculous. We don't know when it's our time. But before it's our time, you need to be fighting at all costs for everything that you believe in. Because if you don't fight for what you believe in, or you don't stand for nothing, you don't stand at all. But I'm out of here, man. Love to you all. Any questions, comments, or whatever, holla at me. I'm around. I'm still writing. hit the website, roundinspires.com. Get you some merch. Buy you a tee. Do whatever. I am not for white supremacy. I never have. I never will be. I am not for misconduct, rape, murder, harm to any human being. But we have to make choices in these situations on our integrity and our character and what's best for us. Yeah, at all times. And sometimes you got to make a brave decision. Not bad. A brave decision for your life. I'm going to tell you now, at this age, at 34 years old, I'd rather die like a man than live like a coward. Blessings to you all. I'm out.